Hey everybody, Ben Frederickson here alongside Jeff Gordon, bringing back the Blues hockey videos here at the Post-Dispatch and STLtoday.com. Gordo, a new Blues season is upon us. We've heard a lot from the Blues about how they want to get a little bit bigger. If you're thinking, man, this is some flip-flopping, you're right. It wasn't that long ago where the Blues were like, they're going to go small, they're going to be fast. Now they're starting to say, well, we need to get back to a little bit more of that grit and some of that size that helped them during their championship run. Two guys who've been added to this team, one familiar face, one new face who can help them get there.
Yeah, Kevin Hayes comes in on the trade from Philadelphia with the Flyers, graciously picking up about half his money, making it palatable for the Blues in their salary cap. Big guy, plays the game well. He's a positional player. He's smart. He knows what to do. Veteran presence, and he's a robust guy. Win battles on the walls and help out defensively as a big center, coming back and helping out that beleaguered defensive core in the blue zone is something that Craig Berube is really stressing in camp. Let's help the D-men because it's the same group of D-men you saw last year. And Oscar Sundqvist, besides being the world's biggest or one of the world's biggest soccer fans here in the STL, very happy to be back with his beloved team here, both his soccer team and his hockey team. Big guy, knows how to play the game, smart positionally, and again, a guy that can help you at the defensive end, as well as getting on the interior on offense, because yeah, you want to score off the rush. Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas, that's great. Veron is a great scorer off the rush, but you need to get inside and do some half-court offense, if you will, with the Blues.
With Sonny back, it's always sunny in St. Louis. We know that. A full season now, the return of Sammy Blais. You got Braden Shin at captain. All of these guys know what it takes. We're a part of that championship push. Is there a plus in that, in bringing two guys back to rejoin Braden Shin who get it, who know that it's got to be all in, buy-in on this Craig Berube style, that have to get the Blues back to kind of being that tough-minded team that, to be honest, I think we saw it waver a little bit last season, and perhaps it had been wavering for a while. This team probably won't have the offensive firepower that some of the previous editions of the Blues had. They're going to need to be a better all-around team. They're going to need to be a stronger defensive team, even with a lot of the same guys back. Can that philosophy and those guys in that room knowing where it's taken them in the past, can that help?
I think it has to. I mean, you're trying to get your culture back. You're trying to get your group commitment. So that two things, style of play, these guys all can embrace what Chief wants to do, style of play, as far as especially when things bog down and you're just trying to keep possession, apply pressure. These guys have played that game. And it's just familiarity, too. I mean, you're bringing in guys who have won here. They know each other. You're trying to get that closeness back. You know, they kept saying last year they weren't connected enough. Well, these guys know. Sammy was thrilled to be back. Oscar, thrilled to be back. These guys want to be here. That's important. You know, and other guys, you don't know what you're going to get out of Kapanen. You really don't know what you're going to get out of Verona. These guys coming in trying to fit in. But you do know personality-wise, style-wise, what you get from the guys who have returned.
This idea of getting a little bit bigger, playing a little bit more physically, being a little more tough, where can Toropchenko fit into that? Because all of those characteristics fit what we've seen from him so far. And I know fans especially are excited about him. And I like the fact that he was the guy who's throwing around some accountability as a young player, pushing this team to be a little tougher last season. That's not an easy thing for a young guy who's still proving himself to do. But I think a lot of fans heard what he said and said, yeah, that's what we see too.
Yeah, and he backs it up. I mean, he plays a hard game, and he's physical. He's really everything that, they hope Klim Kostin could be a power forward. And Klim has a heck of a shot, and he might be a very good player for the Red Wings this year. He has offensive ability. Toropchenko, not so much offensive ability, but he'll go to the net. He'll use his size. He's enormous. He uses his reach just along the walls, doing all of those things. He probably can't move up and down the lineup too much, but once in a while they'll plug him on a scoring line and let him run in there and crash into the net and such. Yeah, I think, and he's an upbeat guy, adds to their personality. Again, you're trying to get that connected feeling back, that culture back. I think he's a guy that can help them get there.
Quest for culture. That's kind of going to be the theme of the Blues season. They're not going to be favorites league-wide. They never are, but maybe they can be a little bit more tougher of a team. For Jeff Gordon, I'm Ben Frederickson. Keep it locked at STLtoday.com for all of your Blues coverage, and we'll talk to you next time.